Hello and welcome to another episode of Pop Culture Reacts. And this is more of my education on Seven on Japanese music, as we are going with Maximum the Hormone and A.L.I.E.N.
A cowardly education, though. Say it properly. Say it in its
can't
original
speak-
form and how it's meant to be said. Come on.
I don't know kanji, I can't do it.
Well, I won't hold that against the song, but I will hold it against you forevermore.
So I know Maximum the Hormone. Finally got to see them live last year. They've been one of my bucket list bands for about 5 or 6, 7 years. But they have only been over to the UK to do one show in 10 years. So when they did announce it last year, I had to go.
And now you've seen them, you can die. It's not that sort of show, is it?
No, it's not that. Obviously, I know you've heard me speak of Maximum the Hormone, but have you ever looked at, dabbled at, or has it been one of those of...
I just assumed when you kept saying Maximum Hormone to me, it was some really bad attempt to sex on with me. So, no.
So are you ready for an alien?
Yes. never been asked that before. Are you trying to clumsily sex on with me again? Is that what's happening here? Has this show taken a very different turn? No, I'm ready. I don't know what I'm getting, but I've got my fingers crossed. I'm hoping it's something I'm going to like.
So let's play.
Let's do this.
俺たちはウィニーを絶対に許せへんからな。ウィニーだけは。
大ちゃんもうウィニーとかも今更誰もやってないし、他にストップしなきゃいけないこといっぱいあるから、あんまりそう大きな声出されて子供たちもみんな帰っちゃったし。
いやもうだってこれ以上アップロードだけは絶対に。
いやわかるけど、一人だけ子供も残ってる子も本当泣きそうだし。
お前もそう思うやろ。
いや絶対分かってへんし、最後の一人も帰っちゃったし。
お前もウィーニー嫌いやろ。
だからウィーニー誰もやってねえっつってんの。三つみたいな顔して。
は？
三つみたいな顔してやめろ。
俺のことは悪く言ってもええわ。
So, what did you think of Maximum the Hormone, A.L.I.E.N?
Well, before we, I mean, because like obviously, the musicians, the people who kind of make the music, sing the songs, and people who do the videos and things like that, like we're always here to kind of talk about them, aren't we? You know, they're the creative people, they're the people we want to talk about. But before we go into the band and the song and the video, we also exist, and obviously we do this for a reason. And I'm going on to this long preamble because I spent a lot of last year loving you but equally hating you for putting me through the absolute scuzzbag horrible musical experience of having to listen to that Methods of Mayhem song, which still is one of the worst songs I've ever heard in my life. You're now forgiven. That was fucking brilliant. I absolutely loved that from the second it started to the second it ended. And I can see why they were on your bucket list. If everything else they do even comes remotely close to that, yeah, I can see why they're on your bucket list. That was fantastic for me.
Yeah, these were one of these bands that all their songs are mental.
Yeah.
They go from fucking like System of a Down style metal to black metal to fucking like the really fucking heavy shit. But then they'll go fucking weird and just chuck in a weird pop bit into it. And yeah, I fucking love this lot.
Well, I mean, I'd say my proclivities to a lot of things will often turn to the weird, and you know, other than a couple of notable ones we've mentioned it, I love an absolute spin on its head transition in the song. But even without that, I'd have loved that. But with that, I loved it more. I could have listened to any of its constituent parts as a song on its own. Putting them all together worked perfectly for me. Yeah, I'm a little bit lost for words at the moment. I think there's so much in there, isn't there? There's so much in that song to even attempt to unpick. But
So yeah, in a previous life, me and Ozzy Ben, Doomslayer,
yeah,
when he was doing his Asian Mania podcast, we did an album review of this, and my went into it and went, they shit money riffs
yeah,
because
yeah,
any band, any individual part of this song, a band would dine out on that for a whole
yeah,
song of each part because it's that fucking good. And these guys just shit it out for a fucking 30-second interlude of
yeah.
like some of the best fucking grindcore death metal into some of the best sort of modern take on System of a Down into extreme metal. And it's just like how just have that and all of it hits and all of it is fucking amazingly good.
Well, we've touched on some. Well, obviously we've touched on quite a lot of metal, and you know, part of this has been bands that I think I have struggled with or would struggle with. And I think when we kind of get into that death metal range, quite often a lot of my problem has been is that I've struggled with the vocalist, whomever it is from whichever band. And more often than not, I think it's because it's too much of that. Whereas it was just the right amount in here. And it's I'll probably get destroyed for this, but it's the best vocal performance in that style that I've heard in anything we've done so far. And maybe it is because you build to that, then you get that bit, and then of course not long afterwards, that's when we go totally out of anything from rock to metal, and we come out into the world of Winnie.
Yes.
And maybe that's what does it for me. But yeah, that's the kind of maybe death metal vocalist or vocal style that I like, when it comes in, just does its bit, and then goes. I think that's a comfort zone I'm ready to get into, because it's like adding another instrument to the song at that point, isn't
Yeah.
it? Oh yeah.
Um,
God, that is. Yeah, that is something spectacular, my boy. You've done yourself proud there.
so we will definitely be doing more of these because
I'll even forgive the fact that you couldn't pronounce it, you dick.
I'm not learning kanji. Is not happening.
Cared about the show, you would, but I'm just.
But yeah, no, as I said, these were one of those I have to fucking see these guys live.
Yeah.
And they are amazing live. I love pretty much everything they do. There are very few bands that I, even on my best day, won't skip something. Even bands that I've loved for years, Metallica, Slayer, I will skip songs whenever I'm listening to Max from the Hormone. Nothing gets skipped.
Let me just go back a couple of steps there. Presumably, when you say you skip Metallica songs, you skip everything for about the last 25 years, yeah?
No.
Okay. This is going on my playlist, and with absolute joy. And I don't want to go back to work till Monday. It's Friday now when we record this, but I will enjoy my walk to work a lot more, because I know I'll be listening to this on my walk to work on Monday.
I'm glad that I've brought you into the herd.
Yeah, sign me up.
So, anyone else that knows and likes Max from the Hormone, because I don't mind which one we go with next. What else are we going with that we can introduce the boy said into the wonderful world of Max from the Hormone?
Well, I know, like, in this world of doing YouTube videos, obviously a large part of it is about feeding our fragile egos and getting views and comments and subscribes and likes and things like that. But every now and again we do some, and sometimes because it's a song that we really like that's a bit precious to us. But this is one of those that I hope this gets loads of views, because I want, and I hope it gets loads of views of people that don't already know the band, because I want more people to have what I just had, which is listening to this for the first time and going, brilliant, this is fantastic. Because technically, like, not traditionally, although parts of it being, but traditionally I'd say something that wouldn't be my style. But that's the beauty of this, it's finding stuff. And I'm going to say finding the best. The best is probably a bit of an unfair term, because like quality, but finding the best parts of music genres for you, and yeah, that did that for me.
So yes, like, subscribe, ring the bell, comments down there of other Max from the Hormone stuff.
And if you're watching this, and this is your first time ever hearing this, let us know whether whether it even got close to how much I enjoyed it. I'd be interested to hear from first time listeners on this song.
Yes. And until next time, goodbye. Or should I say, konnichiwa.
Don't try that bullshit now. You had your chance.